is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. Yes, what is up, my friends? I hope everyone is doing great and staying safe out there and had an amazing holiday season. So yes, I am back with a build video, and one thing I've been getting a lot of messages on Twitter and TikTok about, besides, where the heck have you been, is newer agents wanting me to put a build together around two of our newest named items, the Equalizer and Salvo, but with no exotics. And I get it. If you're new to the game, maybe you don't have all the exotics yet, but don't worry, I've got you covered. So OG players, this one may not be for you in all of your crazy maxed out gear and weapons, but you can certainly stick around and just tweak it with or without exotics to how you personally want to run it. And I'll also give out some exotic suggestions as I go over this build for any of you who may still be new but actually have gotten some of these exotics already. Before I get into the build, make sure and stay tuned towards the end of the gameplay of this video, because I do have an original song I wrote about Division that will be playing as I'm finishing up the mission, and I'll leave a timestamp in a pinned comment to when the song starts, so if you just want to skip right to it after I go over this build, you can do that. As you know, I use a lot of different type of songs sometimes when showcasing my gameplay, and it's always the songs YouTube provides for creators that are non-copyright songs. But I thought it was time I started writing my own lyrics and generating my own songs for my YouTube videos. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do going forward. And that's a great way to personalize a lot of stuff that I'm doing too. So anyway, yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this build. So we'll go over the stars of the show first. The Equalizer. This is the new unit alloys brand set, and the brand set bonuses gives us plus 5% rate of fire and plus 20% assault rifle damage. Now if you do use the third piece of this, it will give you plus 50% magazine size as well. But we're just using the two pieces, the two named items. And this one is rode with max weapon damage, weapon handling, and crit chance with the max crit damage mod. Now obviously I would rather have crit damage instead of weapon handling here, so when we go over the stats, you'll see you can have another 12% of crit damage. Now I just have not been getting lucky at all with the Equalizer. Like every single one I've gotten, and I've gotten quite a few, does not have any crit on it at all. And this is one of the few ones that I found that already had at least one red attribute, which was weapon handling. And if you don't know what weapon handling is, this 8% weapon handling is 8% reload speed, swap speed, accuracy, and stability. So that is what weapon handling is. And the talent is perfect obliterate. Now I've been waiting a very long time for them to finally bring out a perfect version of obliterate, and yeah, we finally got it. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 24 times. So that is beautiful. And then our new named holster is the Salvo. This one is rode with max weapon damage, crit damage, and this named item gives us plus 5% rate of fire. So with that, in the first brand set bonus, we are getting another 10% rate of fire on this build. Now for our other pieces, I do have the Fox's Prayer, max armor, crit damage, and of course we get that 8% damage to target out of cover with this named item, and the expertise is at 14% on these knee pads. And everything else is rode with max armor, crit chance, crit damage, and this is my Fenris gloves, and the brand set bonus gives us plus 10% assault rifle damage. Then Grupo, same thing with a max crit chance mod. Brand set bonus gives us plus 13% crit damage. And you guys know me, I'm always about trying to have some kind of survivability. So I went with one piece of Palisade plus 10% armor on kill. This does come with a max crit damage mod, and the talent is Unstoppable Force. Killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 5% for 15 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Now, the exotic suggestions I would say for our gear pieces, I mean, definitely you cannot go wrong with Coyote's Mask. You can see the talent pack Instincts is just going to give you more crit chance, crit damage, depending on how far you are from the enemies. Usually with this, we're always getting that 25% crit damage. If you're a player like I am, I mean, I'm a run and gun player, so I'm always close to the enemies. So that is a great exotic to use if you have it with this build. And also the Catalyst, I mean, you get a lot of stuff with this: weapon damage, status effects, you're gonna get some bonus armor, reload speed, all that beautiful stuff if you use this. And then of course, for maximum survivability with the backpack, I mean, I know this is something that's been on a lot of builds out there, but the memento just gives you so much. I mean, right off the bat, you're getting all 3 core attributes: max weapon damage, armor with a skill tier, and of course a talent kill confirmed. Enemies you hit drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped in last 6 seconds. You can see that 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, 5% skill efficiency, and for every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds. So when you max this out, you're getting 30% more weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and all of that beautiful bonus armor, and of course the 3% armor regen. You just can't go wrong with the memento on any build. So if you have this, I would definitely say probably throw this on. That would be your best bet for maximum survivability and getting that extra damage. And again, if you don't know what skill efficiency is, for some of you newer players, it is every skill attribute in the game. 30% skill efficiency is going to be 30% skill health, skill damage, status effects, you know, skill duration, everything that helps your skills basically. All right, so that is some of the exotic suggestions for our gear pieces if you do happen to have those exotics. And the weapon that I am using, and you can use whatever AR that you want for this build, but the Caretaker is one that I've been really wanting to try out. This is rolled with max assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to target out of cover, and the talent is Perfect Killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants plus 90% critical hit damage for 10 seconds. So that is a crazy amount of extra damage with this talent. So, and this gun has 0 expertise on it. So I just wanted to showcase it so you can see what it can do, you know, just by itself. Now you can get up to 30% more damage with this gun if you can max the expertise out. And of course, when we're talking about maxing expertise out on the one that I don't have any expertise on, these are the resources that it's going to cost, and every expertise is going to give us 1% weapon damage. So you can see this one is at 12%. So you can get up to 12% more damage with this expertise without having to use any exotic components. But once you get to 12, as you can see, you will now start having to use exotic components. But you can see how much more damage you get just by having that extra 12%. It goes from 105.1 to 111.4. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're seeing the gameplay. You can actually get a lot more damage with this build. Anyway, the secondary, I don't use a secondary or my pistol, but I do have the Purist with perfect streamline, increased weapon damage by 47% when no skills are on cooldown. And of course, I just have the name pistol quick step for that extra, you know, movement speed with the sport mode talent. And the skills that I'm using, I do have a shield. It just helps out, especially when you don't have like the memento or any exotics helping your damage out or your survivability out. And we're out here trying to, you know, get through this stuff as easy as possible. So shield definitely comes in handy. This is at tier 4 because it takes in consideration the blue cores for our tiers. plus 40% active regen, 150% shield health, and 20% holstered regen. Expertise is at 28% for its active regeneration, and the mods 4.9% shield health, 5% shield health, and 5% holstered regen. And I also have the Revive Hive just for, an extra life. In case you go down, which you'll see in the gameplay, will go down one time, and it just saves your mission. Because when you're doing heroic content, if you're not at the boss area, if you wipe, you have to start the mission all the way over. So yeah, just giving ourselves another life. Expertise 28% for its range, and the mods plus 10% revive armor repair, 5% range, and 5% duration. Alright, so we'll look at the stats real fast, and you can see we have 55% crit chance and 142% crit damage with this gun. And again, if you have an Equalizer that has crit damage on it instead of the weapon handling, you can get even more crit damage on this build and be at 154% crit damage. So we will go over our specialization. Again, it's all about survivability as well, because we get killing enemies grant 10% armor. So this, coupled with the Palisade 10% armor on kill, we're getting 20% armor on kill whenever we take an enemy out. So also, every third reload is 50% faster. Can never go wrong with that. Armor kits repair 100% armor and grant 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. And of course, a Banshee Pulse and its two mods if you decide to use that. Generate 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds. Party members recover 5%. 10% weapon handling while not moving, need to be motionless for 1 second. And the rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. So we got that 10% extra rate of fire with our named item and the brand set bonus, and we get another 5% every time we take an enemy out. And then 50% pulse resistance. And always make sure that the main gun you are using is equipped on your specialization, so you're getting that extra 15% increased damage. So that is the build, my friends. I hope you guys give this one a try. Again, this is a build with no exotic weapons, no exotic gear, for some of you newer players out there who may not have these exotics. But again, take those suggestions I gave you with the exotics if you do happen to have them, and yeah, do what's best for you. Do whatever. I always tell everyone when you're watching these build videos, always tweak it to your own personal playstyle, because at the end of the day, you are playing this game and you want to have fun with it. So do it how you like to. I just like to put out suggestions out there. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one, my friends. Again, stay tuned for that original song I have coming up towards the end of the gameplay. You can, like I said, you can go right to this timestamp and just hit it and it'll take you right to the song. So that is all she wrote for me. I hope you guys are doing good, staying safe out there, and as always, my YouTube family, take it easy.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
You got a description?
can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
Enemy on our flank!
True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert. Have to know what you're walking into.
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
Friendly soldiers down and out.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Take the fucking division down! Hey, Agent, I see you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Listen. Listen.
Been running this game since Division 1. Teams come and go, but now I'm all alone. Solo life really isn't so bad, but sometimes I reminisce about the teams I've had. Cleaned the New York streets, now we in DC. Got the new faction shaking in the streets. Once they see the division, they try to stand tall, but inevitably they know that they will fall. We not playing no games, so don't take us lightly. If you see us coming, then you better flee. Streets of DC, yeah, we never retreat. Boots on the pavement, fire in the heat. Enemies fall when the shots ring free. This is the war in DC streets. Orange watches glowing, so you know who we are. Division agents, so you better play smart. Don't take us lightly, cause we'll strike at your heart. From the ashes we'll rise and never fall apart.
Never fall apart.
Yeah, in-game grind, no easy road. Every victory earned, every burden load. Bosses fall when the teamwork clicks. Perfect timing, flawless mix. From the first mission to legendary fights, I sharpen my skill in the harshest nights. This city stands cause I stayed in the fight. Logged in, locked on, ready every time. DC, yeah, we never retreat. Boots on the pavement, fire in the heat. Enemies fall when the shots ring free. This is the war in DC streets. Orange watches glowing so you know who we are. Division agent, so you better play smart. Don't take us lightly cause we'll strike at your heart. From the ashes we'll rise and never part, never fall apart. Yeah. Concrete jungles where the strong survive. Every corner tested just to stay alive. Cover to cover, I move with intent. No wasted shots, no second guessing spent. Enemies swarm, but the line won't bend. Every push forward feels like the end. When the city shakes and the skyline parts, I answer the call with unbreakable heart. Streets of DC, yeah, we never retreat. Boots on the pavement, fire in the heat. Enemies fall when the shots ring free. This is the war in DC streets. Orange watches glowing so you know who we are. Division agent, so you better play it smart. Don't take us lightly cause we'll strike at your heart. From the ashes we'll rise